Hi guys, Pandrot1001 here, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. So last time we had some time with Sayori, and we showed off our poem. We got to know a bit more about all the characters, and that's pretty much all that happened. So let's get into it. So I'm still going for Sayori because I don't know, just like her. So we need to go for like straight up, plain and simple. Shame, adventure, special, vanilla. No. Pleasure. No. Romance. Silly. Defeat. Shiny. No. Vibrant. No. Stop. Journey. Stop. Empty. Peaceful. Awesome. Flying. Warm. Sunny. Beauty. Two more. Childhood and peace. Damn it! Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the last couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Alex. Yo, Sayori, don't do that. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. Oh wait, did I read that wrong? Yeah, I did. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why, that... all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and just want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to convincingly forget that you spent all your money, or so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Kinda. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just... something in my book. Yuri! Tell us to let me borrow some money! Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after putting the mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I didn't mean to do that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of us, inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it wasn't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Kya! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and then tumbles onto the desk. I thought that somebody slapped her. Ow! What were... A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in the plastic. Sayori glances around. It's a miracle. Is this a miracle? I'd be glad if I got miracles like that. It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just going to give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was actually totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy! Sayori hugs the cookie. Sure. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good! Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot just over just one cookie. Very true. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful Sayori just runs away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's where you're wrong. Anime girlo, not boyo, because you're not boys, and can't say kiddo because none of you are kids other than Natsuki, and she didn't say. Anyway. That's true. Excuse me? Got him. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period was in the study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it. I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Alex. But why me specifically? Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not much really. I choose to leave Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori has somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Alex! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know, how the festival is coming up. Well, me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff, so I need to go and find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Alex to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'll be happy to go with him. Oh, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring the empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See, if you can find poster paper, see if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Alex? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the classroom. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have planned it all out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is going to take turns on the stage and recite their favourite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Alex, you're not thinking about it the right way. You're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots. Cursing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, I look in every direction. The once prosperous field before me, but a barren wasteland. Like that! Sayori. How do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie! I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's pretty an ordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say it like that, it's embarrassing. But I guess it means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited! The festival is going to be so much fun! Saori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey Alex, this classroom is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? Blech. It's been a long time since I've spent time with Saori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. How did I find that so hard to read? But it's pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Saori brings about a special sort of feeling that I forgot I had one time. The two of us enter the classroom. Saori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Saori pulls out a full box of off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Saori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the colour names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favourite colour! Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Again? Yeah! That sound! Saori bends over and smacks her forehead right onto the shelf. Ah. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow. Are you okay? My forehead. Saori clutches her forehead. Geez, Saori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Saori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hand, Saori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Saori slowly releases her hand from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead, not corner. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Alex, where would I even find some ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Saori makes a silly joke. That's the way you look at life. You always make jokes at the worst possible time. Wait. Never mind. That's how people get in trouble. Make light of situations when you can without offending people. I guess that's a better way of putting it. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Saori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. I know Saori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I am already returning to the classroom where I left Saori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong box before I spilled them. I like the music. Saori, here. I hand Saori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Saori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Saori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Saori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It will feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Alex. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know, how I used to just play outside all the time. I would always try and keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get hurt myself. I'd fall and scrape myself for a bump, and I would just start crying really hard. And you would just rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting into trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Alex, I don't think you realise it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to it, it just feels natural. Before I know it, I'm just treating you like that. I guess it's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Alex, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you still think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair to me to make any promises, but, well, I hope so. It's been long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I am so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her drop in deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up too fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try and hide the bump, without much success. In a moment, we're back to the club room. You're back. Good timing. I was just about to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about it. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead onto the shelf. Well, anyway, just dismiss it. Just don't care. Were you able to find everything we needed? I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all this. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Looks like you ended up doing all the work, Alex. Well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start with... I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's go to Yuri and get her out of the way because she has such long thoughts. Let's see what you've written today. Well done, Alex. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry about much if it. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning into a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that is an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands her poem me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night, while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed the strange tendencies of an... I can't read that. Unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that that a raccoon that is fed up will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of the cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon inscrimates its phase and effects that the much more legit of cutting knife. I can't read these. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto a newly satisfied animal. I'm getting bad vibes off of this. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes more and more frequently, so my bread's always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic. I can't read that. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Okay, so bad vibes here. That she's got a problem with self-harm and cutting herself. So the raccoon is like the urge of wanting to cut, and the bread represents her skin, and the knife represents the knife. And the raccoon comes and she feeds the raccoon by cutting herself to satisfy herself, which isn't good. Don't cut yourself, never harm yourself, ever, because it always leads to worse and worse places, and eventually it just gets hard to stop. And it's bad enough to start as it is, and there's always help to help yourself, to get yourself to stop doing things like that, because it is not a good thing to do. So let's just carry on. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to manage what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it as a face value, I can't even figure out what it is supposed to mean. Well, I think that's something that is different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. Okay, yeah. Definitely not good vibes. So I'm sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing and people would make fun of me? Don't you have anything like that, Alex? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we could do is respect each other and our individuals, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Oh, we're done. That wasn't too bad as last time where she just kept going. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go Natsuki then. Well, it's not exactly any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Huh? Few what? Well, anything that isn't a train where I'll take as a win. And I can get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe there was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognises my experience. Well, then keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. Christ, that's something... Something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you've never really struck me as her type. Type? Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Wow. That was a little unnecessary, but think of it this way: if it weren't for me, she'd probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. This is getting weird, man. You could say that we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. I've heard this somewhere before. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favourite song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg. Really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to touch her. She likes spiders, so I'm probably not. So her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. This sounds like a metaphor for homosexual and like homophobes. blacks and like racism and sexism and stuff like that. Like those kind of things, like homophobes, racist, sexist, so on. That's what I'm getting out of that. Not bad, right? It's a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that it was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And that's how people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Yeah. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be used about anything. Yes, like homophobe, sexism, racism. She's probably going about it about her manga. Like, oh, if people find out I like manga, people won't like me. Better keep that secret. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if your people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares if someone likes what someone likes, as long as they're happy and they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yui wrote about something similar today. Did she? Did she really? I don't think that's very similar. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. Oh, right, okay. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. And that's that people shouldn't make others feel insecure about those things. Oh, yeah, true. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Hey. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Okay, there we go. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviours and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Jesus Christ, feels very egotistical to her, towards Natsuki, like around Natsuki even. I don't know what to make of this, to be honest. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. Well, what I do is what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good poem a good one for tomorrow. So look forward to it. Sure. I'm gonna go see her and then Monica. Alex, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. I can't tell if you... You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're the only one who feels that way, so... I mean, you're the only one who feels like that way, so... Eh? No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Eh? What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. Don't call her an idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. Okay. So yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's a weird something, I think. I don't know. I'm not going to judge if people do feel like that, but I don't know. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pet Sayori's head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Alex, will you will you give me your poem? I kinda wanna keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you're completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we get home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. Oh. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right onto me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and sit her at the desk. Anyway, I haven't read your poem. Oh? Sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I leave all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck it out one. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on my shelf with all my other bottles. Happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle has a star line to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets and hidings, and the secrets hiding in books and nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow the dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come, such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them off the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting and pleading something, but all I hear is echo, echo, echo inside my head. I'm beginning to get bad vibes off this game. Sayori is too, see? Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this to coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good. So you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori has always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it in no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. And Monica. Hi again, Alex. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I won't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the one that you wrote, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you know, you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit more time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. You can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? Ah, no, it's nothing like that. It's just I'm still getting still getting used to being here. That's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean to do anything like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, all right. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. All right. Let's have a look. Let's take a look. Save me. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. And endless. Cacophony, I can't read that. Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sin, consign, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turnable, like playing a vinyl on pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Excuse me? It's more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing that I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines, really, really short, makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. Yeah, I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem isn't about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract and as a physical expression or feeling of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, a poem is not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When it happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Okay. I thought it was just sure. What? Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I'm just gonna... Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today. So if everyone would come to sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Is it about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sarah has been working on posters. I've designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Where did I get great from? Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else who wants to come up and recite poems too. Sarah is putting it all on the posters, in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been colouring a poster, holds it up for us all to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask from them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if it all takes place standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. Wait, Sayori? Did I read that right? Yeah, Sayori looks worried. I did read that right. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been really trying to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to find the specific poem she had in mind for herself. She then stands up behind the podium. The title of this book is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Thank God I don't have to read through a whole poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection, I can't even say that, is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, beginning the words she recites, bringing the words to life. Christ, I can't read. Is this something she's done before, or is it simply a natural? Or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the poem. This poem is called. Yuri anxiously looks around looks at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Marie's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she was practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transformed into sharp syllables of fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure. That she I can't even say that with perfect timing. Sorry. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, it's just that we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. So Yuri hops out of her chair, and cheerfully walks up to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Trying to think of it that you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's like your poem. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way that it can. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly flip. Somehow it feels like the poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's sincere and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think that much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone that I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Alex liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Sayori, it came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem really fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay! Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Alex. It's not like that I compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Alex go lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. That's the key. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident on my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. I'm sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about what your abilities and more about what you lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, this poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, his sour attitude disappears a little. While she's a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving a little life to them. When Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her heat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, I'm doing it in front of people. Doing it in front of people will be way easier. I can put myself whatever face I want in front of other people. It's just my friends. It's embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I would have thought it would have been the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have too much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like right now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, and so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some poems to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own poem. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're all putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me feel really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright, I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the enthusiasm as the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Christ. Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be clusterfuck here. It must be a little nice though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Alex. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I won't come and say her once more. Even though it's only been a couple of days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like, I like how we got to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asks you to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You kind of put me on the spot here. Well, I would walk home with Yuri. I would still walk home with Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I can't talk. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Alex. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing that Sayori would care about so much. I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Okay, so that's the end of that episode. So the festival. I wonder if that's going to be shown in the game. Anyway, that's that episode done. We can make the poem next episode, and I'll keep going with Sayori, and we'll try and build up everyone's confidence a bit more, hopefully. Wait, no, I'm going to put that one here. So, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, give the like button a big ol' smack, and leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. And thank you for watching. Bye! Just with your hands,